Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Freddy Wijaya. I'm from the Office Administration Diploma, Faculty of Economics, Jakarta State University. In this video, I will report my scientific research work. The title is Analysis of Employee Workload Factors in the Strategic Alliance Division of Sinarmas Land. And next, the scientific paper analysis aims to find out what factors affect the workload of employees in the Sinarmas Land Strategic Alliance Division and analyze the workload of employees in the Strategic Alliance Division. And the next, let me introduce the profile company. Sinarmas Land is one of the large property developers in the ASEAN region and is part of the Sinarmas Group. Founded by Eka Cipta Wijaja in 1938, Sinarmas Group is one of the large company in Indonesia with 6 business operations in the sector pulp and paper, agribusiness and food, financial service and development, real estate, telecommunication and then education, the energy and infrastructure sector. Currently, Sinarmas Land is under the leadership of Mr. Mukhtar Wijaja, who is one of the sons of Mr. Eka Cipta Wijaja and assisted by his 2 children who serve as President Director, namely Mrs. Lea Wijaja and Mr. Michael Wijaja. The general activities of Sinarmas Land are divided into several pillars with different segments of customer. The pillars are divided into urban, residential, industrial, and commercial project. The writing method that I use is descriptive analysis method and data collection technique. The descriptive analysis method is a research method that aims to provide an overview of the actual situation by collecting, processing, and then analyzing various kinds of information obtained so that it becomes a conclusion. While the data collection technique used is observational studies and literature studies. The next are some theories that explain the workload. Van Capo and Max in 2020 said that several processes or activities that an employee must complete within a predetermined period. If the employee can meet and adapt to his duties, then it does not become a workload. However, if the employee is not successful, his responsibility and activities become a workload. Meanwhile, according to WorkCom in 2019 said the workload is often associated with rejection outcomes because it can produce poor absenteeism from an employee and burnout. A workload is divided into 2, the physical workload and mental workload. The next are several factors that affect the workload of employee in a company. First, the tasks include physical tasks such as the condition of the workspace and then the work environment, the load being lifted. Then the mental function include responsibility, work completion, work emotion. And then the second is work organization, which includes the length of work time, rest, work shift, work system. And the last is work environment. The 4 internal factors consist of somatic factors such as gender and age, and then psychology factors such as motivation and satisfaction. And next, the problem that affect the excessive workload factor and are seen when making observation are excessive work done, lack of human research, lack of flexibility in the workspace during the COVID-19 pandemic. The first is too much work done. The work carried out by staff employees in the division only relies on themselves and is assisted by an intern. Staff employees are now pregnant. This makes staff employees feel a very heavy workload. The second is the lack of human research. This happens because several times staff employees resign suddenly because they want to find work and new experience or want to focus on their own family. With this sudden resignation, the abandoned employee is working on the task left behind. Third, the lack of flexibility in the workspace during COVID-19 pandemic. The company has not fully implemented policies like those done by modern company and startups by carrying out work from home or working anywhere for a long time. The lack of pursuit of sophisticated technology is also an obstacle if the policy is carried out. From the problems mentioned, the possible solution is first, the Strategic Alliance Division should immediately find a replacement for the vacancies that exist in the division so that the perceived workload is not too heavy. Second, Human Research Management in the second business development and research division should conduct a need analysis regularly to find out whether each division has sufficient human research or not. And then the final solution is to carry out policies that some modern companies have done, namely by using a policy of allowing work from home or doing workspace flexibility to work anywhere and provide adequate technology if the procedure is made. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.